Here's a really sad, tragic story, and unfortunately one that many Americans and their families have had to deal with during this pandemic. But this has to do with an individual who works in the White House. This is Creed Bailey, who heads the White House security office and apparently lost part of his lower right leg, including his foot, and a toe on his left leg during a months-long battle with COVID-19. This was reported by Bloomberg earlier this week. Bailey handles White House credentials and works with the Secret Service. Apparently contracted the coronavirus back in September. He's been hospitalized for 3 months, but is said to be recovering from his illness. Now, as many Americans have had to in the wake of their health emergencies during the pandemic, but for years before it, friends of Creed Bailey's raised more than $35,000 through a GoFundMe campaign to help pay for his rehabilitation and healthcare. But his family says that he still has staggering medical bills from a hospital stay of more than 2 months. Now, beyond this, there's not much more detail. The White House isn't really talking about this case. And even the family, I can't say at this point, is interested in this becoming a big story or this generating more interest in possibly helping Creed Bailey. I don't know Creed Bailey or his family. It's possible that Creed Bailey, who works in the White House, is to this day still the biggest Trump fan in the world. But I will say that Creed Bailey, having gone through all of this, not just the unimaginable physical issues of spending months in the hospital and worrying about your death and going through all this experience and all that, but now having these massive financial issues after working in a place, the White House, that could have been better protected against coronavirus than possibly any other building on the face of the earth. Constant testing and screening and all of that, and still got it. We don't know exactly how, but it's easy to speculate that it might have been a result of the fact that Donald Trump doesn't care about this thing, has mocked people for wearing masks, doesn't believe that we need to socially distance, has big parties and brings people in and all of that. And so now, for one of the people who showed loyalty to Trump to be affected not just physically, but financially as a result of it, when the billionaire could make all of these things go away in the snap of his fingers, again, not speaking for Creed Bailey or Creed Bailey's family. It's possible that Creed Bailey hates my guts. I don't know, but it does seem like a massive injustice that could go away. What do you think, Frederick?
I don't know Creed Bailey. I'll just say that all these people are fools. It kind of goes back to the Herman Cain thing, right? Like Herman Cain being, if I'm not mistaken, one of like the first major people to die of COVID who was like involved with Trump. People are not taking it seriously, and Herman Cain ended up the black guy in a horror movie, really, right? Like, I just don't get it at this point. People are now having to go to GoFundMe even more so than they have over the last few years as the greatest health insurer in this country that GoFundMe is. It's pathetic, and people are so, completely inept to see that Donald Trump and the Republicans are the thing that is keeping their family in the hospital and in the financial situations that they're in. I don't get it. Like, frankly, I don't even have much to say on it because I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, I don't either. And look, this is a weird story. I'm acknowledging it up front. This isn't like, again, I have no idea. We're not getting any inside information. I'm sure Trump will never comment on this. The White House doesn't want to seem to talk about it. But I remember when the first sorts of waves of COVID were going through the White House, we talked about the fact that it's not just going to be Trump aides and Stephen Miller or Rudy Giuliani who are getting it or whatever. Like the people who just have to work in the White House, people who do catering or part of the cleaning staff or the security or the Secret Service and the guards and all of that, they're gonna be affected too. And unfortunately, they're probably gonna be left in the lurch. They're not gonna be helicoptered to Walter Reed, and assuming they survive, they're going to suffer as so many do. Like we focus on the deaths in the pandemic because they're horrific, and we've now apparently passed more than 300,000. But for every person who dies, there are many more who had COVID, who suffered from it, and have now survived, and might have lingering health problems, or might have massive, unimaginable medical bills that they have to pay. One would hope that at least the immediate circle around Trump, that he would provide a little bit of help to them. Like again, he's a billionaire. $35,000 or $100,000 is theoretically nothing. It's like the change between my cushions. But this guy who continued to work in the White House despite it being an unsafe environment, showed loyalty to the president and to the nation. He's doing his job. He's making sure that people get their security clearances if they need them for the White House. Is now being left out. And it's like a case study of what we're seeing all over the country. And it's not necessary. Really fast, I did want to give you updated information. We'd like to check in with the state of the pandemic. We now have over 110,000 people who are hospitalized as of yesterday. Almost 1,400 people died or were reported dead just yesterday, almost 200,000 cases. And by the way, Mondays are always the lowest numbers. So this doesn't necessarily portend good things for the rest of this week. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.